The age-old question, is there a single right career out there waiting to be discovered by me? Well, the answer is a comforting no. When we get the offer letter, we are super excited. We are feeling on top of the world. We are super excited. We are very happy that finally we've got this job and I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to do something for myself. And the very next moment, after a few years, after a few months, you realize that you made a big mistake by accepting this offer. I see a lot of people around me who are very unhappy in their current jobs. They keep asking themselves, why am I working in this organization? What is my role? What is my purpose? I don't want to do this job. I want to explore something new. I want to try a different career option, or I want to try working in a different organization, or I want to try a different role. What if I accept this job and regret it later, or I hate this job, or I hate the company, or I hate the people who are there, or I hate the people whom I'm working with? So I take this job, my friend is joining another organization. What if she is more successful than me? What if her life is much better than mine? What if I select this and later I realize that this is not what I wanted to do, or this is not for me? Let me tell you, my idea of working, the beauty of the working world lies in its vastness and multiple paths that you can explore. You only have choices, and every choice is leading to an opportunity. So if one job is giving you the opportunity to network with very influential people, network with different kinds of people coming from different communities, the other job might be giving you the opportunity to travel a lot. You might be traveling to different cities, to different countries, and yet there might be another job where you get to advance at a faster pace in your career. So whatever decision that you make the most of that decision rather than saying this is not the right decision. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Sonia, your companion and host on Thinking Out Loud Thursdays. And today we're going to be talking about how to choose the right career path for you. Few things that you can do. There are a few tips that I'm going to share with you, which is going to bring a lot of clarity in your mind. So let's get started with today's episode. But before that, humble request, please subscribe to my channel if you've still not done so, as it's a big motivation for me. I keep bringing in these meaningful episodes for all of you, which somewhere down the line is going to come handy when you get stuck in your professional life, in your 9-to-5 work life. So let's get started with our first sip of coffee, as we always do, and start this episode. The first thing what you need to do is look inside, discover yourself. Do a bit of introspection. What motivates you? So we often get motivated when we look at other people, their success, the kind of authority that they have, the kind of teams that they're leading, the kind of results and outputs that they are generating, and how their career is flourishing and they're growing in their professional life. We often look at such people and we get motivated. I wish I could also do the similar thing. But we forget that that individual has his own journey or her own journey, and they've had their fair share of struggles with that. Maybe their skill set is very different from yours. Maybe their education is very different from yours. So there could be many factors, but we get motivated looking at their position, their power, their money, the authority, the companies that they're working in. And these are the people who are just around us. Maybe they're working in the same office as you are working. They are neighbors. They are somewhere in your friend circle. In that scenario, what you can do is look at what are the skills that the other individual has, what are the struggles the other person has faced, and then look at whether you have those skills or not. Try to speak to that individual, get to know their story, their growth, the struggles, everything. And then ask yourself few questions like, what is it that you enjoy learning the most? What are your priorities in life? What are the values that you cannot compromise at all? What does success mean to you? Which strength of yours you like the most? What skills of yours that you're very proud of? And hence, so there are so many questions that you can ask yourself. Do you have the answers for those questions? If the answer is no, then yes, you need to do a bit of introspection. Figure out, get to know yourself, and only then you keep your mind, and only then you will be close enough to finding that this is the career path that I want to take. Next is, think of the field in a very broad manner. For example, you want to do MBA and you're very passionate about entrepreneurship, you're passionate about business strategies. That will allow you to shortlist which is the type of MBA that you want to do. If you feel you have very strong aptitude skills, you are very analytical, and you want to get into finance, then figure out your role, that you want to be an investment banker, you want to get into the role of a financial analyst, or you want to get into corporate finance. Because when you start addressing these things and you start looking at things with a broader spectrum, you start getting the answers. Let me give you another example. Say you feel you have very good communication skills, you are very good in rapport building, you're able to figure out solutions just like that and give alternatives to people. So you feel you'll be a very good salesperson. Now in sales, figure out which industry is more appealing to you. Do you want to get into pharma? You want to get into insurance, hospitality, real estate? So which industry is more appealing to you? And that you can only figure out once you start talking to people, getting to know how is that industry, what are the plus and what are the minuses of that industry. And if you're just starting out in your career, maybe you can do internships in various industries and figure out that which is the industry that you really enjoyed your time, you got to learn a lot, and where you can see that you'll be able to grow faster in that organization. It's best that you explore sectors, you explore industries, different organizations, and after that, I'm sure you will get clarity. Which brings me to the next point, which is learning from others, their experiences, their struggles. What are the challenges that they're facing? What is it that makes them wake up in the morning and go to work? What is motivating them in the role that they are in? And is there any advice that they would like to give you because you are planning to choose the same career path? And remember, do not hesitate to experiment, because when you start experimenting is when you realize that yes, this is the path that I want to take, and maybe that is a decision you want to take for now, because who's seen what happens after 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? Of course, we do all this with our long-term goal. And yes, when you make your long-term goals, you don't make long-term goals that I want to work in this company, the name of the company is this, or I want to work in this sector. You obviously make goals which are aligning to your growth as an individual, growth as a professional, and you need to make the most of whichever job that you're in. Try to learn new skills, get to network with a lot of people, get to learn how people are making a name for themselves in this professional world. So while you are seeking guidance, please remember, a single choice does not define your entire career. If you don't like this work, if you do not like the industry that you're working in, or the role you don't like it, try to gain maximum exposure and then see which is going to be your next phase of your professional life or your career journey. Because this career is not like a single destination that you're trying to reach, but it's a journey. It's a road that is leading you and leading you. As long as you're working, there is nothing like the end. It's always like you've reached the first station, then there is a next station, then there is a third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So there are many stations that you will see will add value, will add to your growth, will make you a better professional when you go to the next station. The point that I'm trying to make here in this today's episode is that there is no single right career choice for anyone. You can have multiple career choices. I'm a living example. I started working in the year 1995. Yes, it's going to be close to 3 decades. And when I started out, I started working in hospitality because I had done hotel management. And of course, there were campus interviews. I got selected, so I started working. Very early on, I realized that this is not my calling. And from hospitality, I moved to aviation. I started working with an airline at the airport, and then I worked for a couple of years. I enjoyed it, But then, times change, the situation changed, and then I had to make a shift again. I went into advertising. Now, advertising is a total different line from aviation and hospitality. And then I worked in advertising for some time, and then I moved to real estate. And real estate, of course, was my final calling because I really enjoyed working in real estate. So out of my entire career, I think 19 plus years I've given to real estate. Worked in different cities, I worked in different companies, I worked within real estate, I worked in different verticals of real estate as well. So if I had to say to myself, what if I'm not enjoying? Is this the right career for me? No, I kept moving from one station to the other to the other. You will realize that every station was adding to your career growth, was adding to your growth as a professional. And I feel the same today. And can I say that I've got a right career path for myself? No. Today also I'm exploring. I took a career break last year. I became an author. I published my book, Career Chaos and Coffee Stains. It's available on Amazon. Please go ahead and read it because there is a lot about career that I've spoken about. There are a lot of coffee stains that I've spoken about, the mishaps that happen with us at our workplace. So if you're fond of reading, you would like to know about the professional world, then go ahead and buy a copy from Amazon. Career Chaos and Coffee Stains. So I became an author. I started this YouTube channel just with the intention of sharing my experiences, trying to be of value to some other professionals who might be getting a little lost here and there. On that note, we come to the end of our episode. I hope you found value in this episode. And if you did, you know what to do. Like, comment, and share my video. And of course, share with all your friends and colleagues who have this question in their mind. And before you go, consider subscribing to my channel. Every Thursday, I bring new episodes for all of you. So you can even turn on your notification bell so that you do not miss my latest video. So wishing you all the very best in your careers. I hope you flourish and you grow. And if there are any questions that you wish to ask me, my email ID is mentioned on the screen. You can write to me or you can leave a comment below and I will be delighted to be part of your journey or help you in any way possible. So have a great day everyone and I'm going to see you next Thursday. Bye-bye.